Hey everyone, Unalink here, and welcome back to Ratchet and Clank, where last time we checked out the planets of Iridia and Eudora in search of the hero Captain Quark to stop Chairman Drek of the Blarg from destroying a good chunk of the Solana galaxy to create a new planet for himself and his Blargian comrades. Unfortunately, we did not find Captain Quark, but we did learn about the Blarg Tactical Research Station, where the Blarg are developing new weapons, and hopefully, by going here, we could possibly find out information about where Chairman Drek's at, and possibly co-op some of that equipment for ourselves in the war that is clearly getting started here in the Solana galaxy, with Drek trying to steal all the planets. So, let's get going. Here at the Blarg Tactical Research Station, we have a few paths to take. To the left, we have this small little area to explore. And to the right, well, we've got a big loop around the station that we need to check out. There's also this little thing over here to the right, which we will be checking out fairly shortly. But first off, I think we're going to explore this, since it's the smallest section. Before we really get exploring though, I do want to first off show a little Easter egg. Hi Dan Johnson! Yeah, he appears here too. He's all over the place. Alright, heading off to the left, we have a little trespasser puzzle, so let's go ahead and use our trespasser and break our way in. Alright, so we have 5 slots we need to activate at the top. This outer ring has a pretty wide spread. The only way we can fully use that is if they're all on the outside. Next up, these two would only be really useful one step in. And finally, to complete the symmetry, the middle. Fairly easy puzzle, looks a little bit tougher than it is. And here, this is the space station. We're in space. We go through this door, there's no oxygen. Ratchet needs oxygen. Clank, however, is a little robot friend. So Clank, how about you do some exploration for us? And welcome to our first Clank section of the game. Playing as Clank, we're quite a bit more limited than we are as Ratchet. For one, we don't have any weapons. Our only attacks are a little punch combo, which is not that effective. It's, I think, about as strong as the wrench. It's a fairly weak combo, but Clank's not about combat. He's about combat, I guess. Hi! Alright, get rid of that toad. And before we head onwards, I definitely want to come up here and make sure we've gathered all these boxes for their bolts. Every last bolt is important. Alright, heading onwards.
Jump, then press and hold the X button again while in the air to glide.
As our Gadgetron help desk lady says, Clank can glide. And by gliding, he can get to faraway places. Love that helipack. Useful, not just when playing as Ratchet, but as Clank as well. Okay, climbing up here, there doesn't seem to be much up here we can do. It's just a place we can look out from. Hello, toads. Goodbye, toads. I complained about this back on Novalis, I believe, but there are a few sections in this game that just get unnecessarily dark, and this is definitely one of them. I mean, it does make sense. We are in outer space. There's not exactly a whole lot of light in space, and a lot of the light on Earth, well, other than like the ground being directly lit and there being a lot of ground to be lit, a lot of the light on Earth, like, if you look up at the sky, it's all very bright, vivid blue. That's because there's an atmosphere to refract the light and reflect it in all different directions. We don't got that in space, so we have a very, very dark background. Which I appreciate the authenticity, but it does sometimes make it a little bit hard to get around in this game. Thankfully, it's only in a very, very few specific situations. Up there you can see a gold bolt. It is in this section, but we will not be able to reach that for a long, long, long time. Remember it, but don't expect to get it until much later in the game. Alright, let's sidle over here. Climb on up and in. And here's where we'll start getting to the actual point of Clank portions. This, I actually don't quite remember this enemy's name. I want to say Toxic Crab, but I'm pretty sure that's an enemy in a later level, not this one. It's a similar enemy to be sure, but it's not the same thing. I don't remember this one's name. However, the important thing is, it is far too powerful. Clank could never take it on his own. Even Ratchet struggles a little bit with those enemies. So, instead, we're gonna head over here.
You have just activated a Gadgetbot. To command a Gadgetbot, hold down the triangle button and select Wait, Follow, Attack, or Enter.
Alright, so with these Gadgetbots, we can solve all sorts of puzzles. And the first puzzle is getting rid of you. Okay. Before we go on, there's actually another Easter egg in this level that I haven't been able to find yet. I've gone through this level multiple times and haven't spotted it. So if I ever stop to like stare at a light, that's me trying to find a particular Easter egg where I don't know where it's at. It's supposed to be a particular image appearing in certain lights in this level, but I've got no idea which lights, honestly. Over here, we have a little house for our Gadgetbots. It had the number 4 up here, so we stuck 4 of them in here with the Enter command, and it opened our path. So yeah, Clank sections are very puzzle-oriented, and I love them.
The Gadgetron Hydro Displacer uses Insta-Faucets and Insta-Drains. Using it, you can drain and fill pools. Our sensors do not detect any on this space station.
That Hydro Displacer sounds like a puzzle mechanic. I'm sure we'll use it eventually. But it's good to have it now so we don't need to come back looking for it when we need it. Alright, heading on back, we arrive back at the start of this area so we can take the elevator back up and return to our friend Ratchet. That is the most adorable waddle I've ever seen.
I'm back.
So you are.
And I found this.
Hey, cool. It's what is it?
A hydro displacer.
Great. I always wanted one of those, I guess.
Alright, the Hydro Displacer. Yeah, we'll be getting to that eventually. Ratchet seems less than impressed. I'm sorry, Ratchet, but Clank did his best, and that's all he could find over there. It may not be a cool weapon like you were hoping, but I'm sure we'll find a use for it eventually. Before we head onward, there is a new weapon we can grab in this level. The Taunter.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Did you know you can place any gadget or weapon on your Quick Select? Just pause and choose Quick Select from the menu.
Now that we have more than 9 gadgets and weapons, we have a full Quick Select wheel. So let's go ahead and get this reorganized a little bit. We are not going to be needing the Hydro Displacer for a bit, so I'm going to stick the Taunter here and the Suck Cannon right there, and that looks good to me. And let's check out the Taunter. What's it do? Well, the Taunter is a utility weapon. It does not damage enemies, but it does make some very annoying noises. I don't mind them at all. Okay, I do mind them in one particular circumstance, but we'll get to that eventually. The Taunter. It makes annoying noises. Why is that useful? Well, enemies hate it, and they will chase after you if you use it. Well, why would you want enemies to chase after you? You'll see. We'll be showing that later on in this level, and I'm very excited.
This shuttle has an autopilot which will take you to a decommissioned Blarg warship. Our scanners indicate that there may be useful technology on board.
That does sound good. Let's go check out this warship. What? What exploded? Okay, so that's the third time today that's happened. I did a couple practice runs of this level earlier today, for reasons I'll discuss in a little bit. And every single time, something has exploded right there, and I am... Well, let's just say I'm concerned. Why is there... Like, you can't see what explodes. It's clearly a TNT crate, but... It's not anywhere near us, so I'm confused what makes it blow up. Alright, so this decommissioned warship, I recommend being very cautious here, and I recommend making good use of the Glove of Doom. Suck Cannon also works very well for these frog enemies, but Glove of Doom lets you just kind of sit back and let them do all the work. Heading in here, we've got some dudes with flamethrowers, 2 of them. Glove of Doom, take them down. Nice. And if we head back over here, we've got some more of those frogs to deal with. And you know what? Anyone who survives, I'll get with my Suck Cannon. Yeah, 4 left. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our loot from here. Thank you for all the Glove of Doom ammo, game. I see you agree with me that it is a very useful weapon for this section. Okay, got all the bolts. And we got more of these jerks. This time we're fighting them as Ratchet. Most enemies, you may have noticed, die in 1 hit from the Glove of Doom bot. It took 3 to take care of just 1 of those guys. They have quite a bit of health, and they bite hard if you make the mistake of going after them. Glove of Doom or anything that lets you fight them from long range is a good idea when fighting that particular enemy. Just prioritize your own safety. You don't need yourself getting killed. Alright, heading over here. Well, we didn't find any useful technology, but there is a big red shiny button. And you know how I feel about big red shiny buttons? I love to push them.
Thank you for selecting our automated self-destruct feature. Vessel annihilation sequence initiated. Please remove all personal belongings.
I take it I shouldn't have pushed the big red shiny button. Okay, we got 45 seconds to get out of here, and more of these jerks have shown up, so... Let's have our Glove of Doom distract them.
Just a reminder, this vessel will self-destruct shortly, so you should leave.
I'm working on it. Thank you for the reminder, though. So I take it we're not going back there anytime soon.
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from Blackwater City. We've just learned that Captain Quark will be presenting the grand prize at the Intergalactic Hoverboard Championship, which will be held here over the next few days. In related news, this planet has recently been suffering from an infestation of strange amoeboid creatures. The city's administration has assured this reporter that every step has been taken to eradicate these nuisances. Darla Gratch, Channel 2 News.
Did you see that?
Yes, I hope that poor woman is all right.
She's fine, I think. I was talking about the hoverboard races.
Rest in peace, Darla Gratch. Also, Ratchet, seriously? You're more worried about the hoverboard races than a newscaster who just died on live TV? Jesus! He is a selfish teenager who was raised by himself with no parental guidance, so it's unfortunately to be expected. He'll get over it, I'm sure. So, this level, apparently I'm not the only one who thinks this, which makes me happy. It feels certainly validating to have people agree with you. But this level feels like quite a bit of a difficulty spike. I remember when I first played this game for the first time, I had a lot of struggles here. And apparently a lot of my friends did as well, so I'm glad that I'm not alone in struggling. Yeah, this level's just a bit of a difficulty spike, so being careful is definitely a good idea.
With these enemies, try your taunter.
I already took care of it. Thank you, Help Desk Lady. I do appreciate it, but I already took care of it. But yeah, a large part of the difficulty spike in this level is just all those frogs are very irritating to deal with because there's so many. Suck Cannon's the best way to do it, but it can only hold 5 enemies at a time before you gotta start firing out enemies as bullets, and it gets pretty crowded. So the Taunter. Why is the Taunter so useful? If all it does is draw enemies towards you, then put a trap between you and an enemy, and they'll be so blinded by rage they'll just run right into the trap and die. It's absolutely fantastic. Oh, crap. Okay, well that went surprisingly well. And we have another trespasser puzzle here. Alright, what do we got? We got 4 to activate. If we put this here, that hypothetically would get the top left and the bottom. We need this just completely out of the way. And then this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, heading into this room, we have another use for the Taunter. Back off. It is a very effective way to just tear through boxes. I love it. You can clear out a room full of boxes to get your bolts so easily, and I am 100% expecting to die, like, right here. Unless maybe... Okay, there's ammo over there, which I need to get. Haha! Take that! Take that, game! Trying to trick me into getting myself killed. Alright. Heading over here, we've got a bunch of gas vents to deal with. Oh god, too early. Okay, I thought that was too early, but we're good. Just time it carefully to get through, and we are out of there. I'm honestly shocked that we're not dead yet, that we haven't died yet. This is going well. If I died after this point, then I would be extremely satisfied with how this level has gone. Bad frogs, bad frogs! Okay, we are fully healed, got all the bolts. What do we have in here? We've got 2 of those rather irritating enemies sleeping up there. And we've got a barrier there, so let's... I don't entirely trust this room, so I'm going to have a Glove of Doom ready. And let's try and deactivate that door. Yeah, they didn't like that. Thank you, Glovadoom, for dealing with that expediently. Alright, how about this one? And dealt with it. Perfect. Okay, we got more frogs up ahead. Come on, let me consume all of you with my suck cannon. Slow and steady wins this race. Alright, awesome. Okay, shoot, we've got a flamethrower. Jerk! Well, that didn't go well. I mean, I took care of him, but it should have taken me 2 hits to do so. Okay, heading in here. More frogs. I see those out in the back. 2 more of those annoying things that I really want to call toxic crabs. Yeah, they're just hanging out way back there. Okay, 2 shots from the suck cannon takes one of them down. That's really good to know. I didn't think they were that weak. Alright, fully healed once again. The game is just generous enough with the health, thankfully. Alright, before we go ahead and destroy those switches to get out of here, if we climb up here, there is a secret room in one of these prison cells. I don't feel like dealing with this. Fine, I don't want to waste all of my Glove of Doom. And there's Gold Bolt number 10. We are a quarter of the way done with Gold Bolts, I believe. It probably would not be unfair to say that we are a quarter of the way done with the game as well. Alright, we've got one more thing to grab in this room. Boxes. And I believe that's probably about it. I saw something over here, but yeah, that's just stray bolts. Okay, let's go ahead and break these. Open up the path ahead. And let's see, this would be a good spot for bombs? Could also be a good spot for just sniping with the blaster. There is a shop in the previous room if you need it. Not a bad idea at all. Okay, let's go ahead and smash you. And it was 2 shots from the suck cannon destroys one of these jerks, right? Oh, screw you. Invincibility frames. In that case... Okay, a shot from the suck cannon looks to be... Oops. Equal to 2 shots from the blaster. I need to actually write this down somewhere. This is good info. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot more ammo than I would like for a single enemy, to be honest. Okay, got a flamethrower jerk. Oh, come on. There we go, took it down. Let's do a couple bombs. Take one of you down. And I don't think we're gonna have any use for the bombs for a little while, so... let's just make sure we're using those when we can. Okay, we got a shortcut back to the previous room, in case you need to go stock up on ammo. But I'm feeling pretty good. And we have a boss. I want to say she's called the Alien Queen? Oh god, this boss stresses me out a lot. That is not the weapon I wanted. Yeah, I personally struggle to get into a spot where I can feel safe aiming back at her. A good way to do it is get her to bite at you and miss, and then that can give you a pretty good opening to attack her. But I'm not always comfortable with doing that, so it's often easier for me just to abuse the Glove of Doom. Okay, I should probably back up for a little bit. One more tiniest little hit should get her into her last phase. But I took way too much damage there. Did she just back off? She did! Why did she do that? And now she summons friends. Good news, the bomb glove appears to knock him back a little bit. Haha, take that! Just pile on the bombs! I'm not gonna lie, I expected that to go far worse than it did. That went very, very smoothly. This entire level has gone very smoothly and I'm quite pleased. Okay, we're all stocked up, got all the bolts. What's beyond here? Okay, we got a couple more frogs. Where? Leave him alone!
Whew. Thought I was a goner this time. Some nano-wit in genetics must have left the cages open again.
You could come down now.
Honestly, a gadget engineer deserves a bit more respect, if you ask me.
So, you are an inventor.
Gadget engineer. I create revolutionary devices for Executive Chairman Drek. For instance, Viola. My soon-to-be patented grind boots. Look, I need to get out of here so I can find a new job. How about I sell you these? At cost.
Sell? After we just saved your scrawny butt?
All right. I'll give you the employee discount, too.
A little excessively aggressive, Ratchet, but you're not wrong. We did save you. Charging us full price seems a little ridiculous. But I would very much appreciate those grind boots. Thank you so much, sir.
Well, thanks. I'm gonna get out of here while I still can.
Alright, those grind boots are going to be so incredibly handy. I love grinding in this game. Go ahead and hop on a grind rail, we equip them automatically, and we just go noom! Right on down the rails. We can jump up, grab some bolts. I missed one, dang it. And just have ourselves a grand old time. It seems very simple right now, just an on-rails ride, but don't worry, this will get a lot more interesting in due time. Alright, there is one Easter egg in this level that I've never been able to find. I didn't find it on this run or any of the previous several runs I did specifically looking for it, so I'm starting to think I've been lied to about its existence, but if it happens to exist, I'll find somewhere in the episode to insert it. But yeah, we have returned to our ship, and if we check, all missions are complete. We have explored the entire station and got ourselves quite a few nice rewards, so next time on Ratchet and Clank, now that we know that Quark is going to be on planet Rilgar in Blackwater City giving out awards for the hoverboard races, what do you say we go meet up with him, now that we finally know where he's at, and ask him to help us save the galaxy? I will see everyone next time.